Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Grille 15. It's a tier 10 German turreted tank destroyer. It's located on the southwest spawn of Arctic region, otherwise known as Mannheim Line. And this one is under the command of Fluffylilkitten of Reborn 2. Game on! Well, basically, it's a Panther hull with a huge great gun on it, which makes it basically a Waffenträger, or weapons carrier. The gun is 15 centimeters, and it's capable of doing 750 alpha and penetrating 279 to 270 millimeters of armor with a very high shell velocity, and with the heat rounds, it can do 334 millimeters of armor, and with HE rounds, it can do 950 alpha. Target. Well, lovely shot. 780, which is a high roll. E50M, well, probably didn't feel it until, of course, he lost all his hit points. Basically, the difference about this tank destroyer is it can't shoot behind it because you can't turn the gun all the way around. In fact, you're limited to 50 degrees either side of the center line. Now, there is an Arty on the enemy team, a batch at 155.58. There's also one on their team as well, on Object 261. Quite dangerous for two tank destroyers, or in fact, two tanks to be up this hill at the same time, because they might be able to lob a shell over. The Grille 15 is one of the most vulnerable of the tank destroyers because, of course, all the crew are outside, which means if it does get hit, the crew, the modules normally go down. Well, he tried a blind shot, and I only just realised who the other tank was now. It's a Heshbon FP4005, which is one hell of a tank destroyer as well. Very good one. Oh, and they're firing back. Okay, so they're testing the water to see if they can get a shot. Now, let's see. Takes a little while to dial in. Oh, another target. Excuse me. Well, the Heshbon's fired his load, and he's rearming, reloading. We're expecting somebody to come out from behind there, but in fact, there they are. Oh, a lovely shot there. Another high roll for 780. So far, they're managing to avoid attracting any attention from the enemy Arty. Now, it's in summer of 1942 that Waffenant made an agreement with Krupp and Rheinmetall to actually make, or invite, was it Rheinmetall? I think it may have been, to actually make a TD of this sort. In fact, I'm not sure they actually intended to base it on the Panther, but apparently that's what they did. And it was either going to have the 128mm gun, the K43, which is actually an Arty round, a Kanonen, or it was going to have 15 centimeter, the Schwerfeldhaubitze, or PAC L63. In actual fact, it was a PAC L63. Oh, that's a kill! Heshbon kills Heshbon. Blind killed the enemy Heshbon, who was sticking me out. And now we can see there's a few enemy tanks over here we can hit now. Another hit. He's racking up the damage. He's already well over 2,000, nearly 2,300 hit points. Excuse me. Gonna try another shot. Oh, that one didn't go through. You have to excuse me, I've got a bit of a coughing fit at the moment. Well, that one certainly worked. And now he's up to well over 3,000. Gonna try for the kill shot. He could get it with this shot alone. Oh, it didn't go through, so that one's hit the tracks. Yes, that guy knows he's dead. 7058 about to go down. Ah! It ricochets! Always funny if you use shell camera on these, because then you see a ricochet shell shooting up into the sky. Oh, and that's a one shot. Object 452K. Now there's a couple of enemy tanks just around the corner, and he's not fully loaded yet, but he will be momentarily. The standard reload 17.26 seconds, and Fluffylilkitten's got 14.93. Those enemy tanks are still there, and he is vulnerable. He could get shot in the rear if he's not careful. Enemy Jaeger in sight. And another hit. Another high roll, 843. Masses of damage being inflicted here on the enemy. And he gets the kill on the Jaeger. So that's his second kill of the game. But of course he is highlighted at the moment because that UDAS, in fact there's a pair of UDAS, and they're both beneath us at the moment. They're both below. And they are actually in platoon, and they're quite good players. We can see the enemy have made it fairly close to us. One of those UDAS just went down. The 4x2 got him. And he's down in the gully as well. The enemy's firing up in this general direction. So we do have some enemy. An E3, a T57 heavy. And I think there's a Wizzy 111 Model 5A down there who are firing up in this general direction. They also have a Jaeger, I think, apparently as well. Okay, there's the Jaeger, and he's only got 59 hit points. As far as we can tell, there's virtually no enemy tanks other than this UDAS and the Grille 15 on the enemy team. Oh, there's the T57 heavy, and he just fired at us. Oh, and he snap fired one back, and he got a hit. He didn't really even aim that one, so to speak. He just generally fired it in direction of the T57, and it worked. And you'll notice he's using standard ammo as well. He's getting great effect with it. Okay, he's turning around. We're one down on the enemy at the moment, but I wouldn't let that depress you, because of course the way things have been going, they've been getting great results thanks to Fluffy. Okay, there's that Jaeger. Can he get a shot? Yes, he can. A bit higher, That's it. Oh, he changed the angle. He shouldn't have fired that one, but he did. Okay, we're 3 down on the enemy now. I think we should be worried. UDAS is coming around again, and he's just below us, and he's got the Grille 15 this time as his company. And remember, they've still got that Wizzy 111 Model 5A down there. There he is. Can we get the kill? Nope, missed him on that one. And the UDAS now knows he's just fired, but that UDAS is a one-shot. He's only got 6 hit points. Even ramming into him would be dangerous for the UDAS. Remember, this is still basically a Panther tank. And there he is. Okay. Oh, the Arty got him. Great work. The 261 got a shot in. Splashed him. So he's gone. That's one back. So basically, it's now just the Hedge Barn and Fluffy in the Grille who are holding off the enemy. And there's 5 on the enemy team. They're doing a fantastic job, and they're getting the support from the Arty. There's the Grille again. Now, Arty. Yes! Well done, Fluffy! Nice shot, straight through the gun shield, which is a weak spot, and he got the roll that he needed in order to get the kill. He's now firing premium rounds, because that's all he's got left. Okay, that Wizzy is probably going to try and make it all the way to the end. Fluffy has actually knocked the trees down to give them a bit more cover so they can't actually see him, although it should be a fairly easy shot for the Wizzy to work out exactly where the rock is. And he just tried to fire a round in this general direction. So he is popping up, taking a shot and popping back down again. And it's only when he fires that he gets spotted. Now he's gone unspotted, which means he'll probably be about to take a shot. Now he's pulling away from here. So it's only the Hesh Barn that will be up there. And the Hesh Barn, by the way, well, he's fairly low on hit points. So I get the feeling Fluffy is not abandoning his teammate. He's actually just picking another spot where he can take the enemy out from a distance. Now you could go round to the enemy cap area, take out the enemy Arty. Their Arty's a batch at 155, 58. We just saw the E3 from a distance, and at this distance he can probably take him out. Oh, no, he can't kill him with one shot, but he can certainly do a lot. Yes, he does get a hit, and that's going to make the E3 tell his teammates that the Grille is actually over here. And he's gone! The Hesh Barn got him! Oh, this is really working out because now they're even on numbers. So doing what they did actually worked. And he's now platooned with the Object 261. They both got 3 kills. Here comes the Batchat. He doesn't go down with one shot, and he could be loaded, in which case he might have 3 shots. But he will go down to 1 round from a Grille, because of course he has the alpha to take out the Batchat. So the Batchat is now in a very bad situation. Okay, get the gun down. That's it. Yes, 1 shot. And down into the gully. Didn't lose any hit points. He's now just under 8k of damage. This is a superb game by Fluffy. Unfortunately, we just lost the Hesh Barn. But all the enemy have got left now is the Wizzy 111 Model 5A. We've still got the Arty. The Object 261, he's still in play. And all we've got to do is kill the Wizzy 111. And there he is. He's actually trying to find the Arty. So we need to save the Arty. 1 shot could change this game. Now the Wizzy knows he's been spotted. Oh, he tries to fire 1 round in our direction. But now we just need the Object 261 to pump a round into the Wizzy. Stun him. It's going to take 2 shots. Or 1 very good shot from the 261. And 1 shot penetrating from us. And the Wizzy goes down. This is to win the game. He's playing, oh, hide and seek. He just fired the 261. So the Wizzy will know where he is, or at least would have seen him. Okay, back up just a little. Let him push forward. Let's see the front of your machine before we go for it. He tries to back up. And he gets a shot in, but he takes 1 at us. So he did get a hit, but now we've got the advantage. We're reloading. And then 1 shot is all it'll take to take out the Wizzy. We've got 4 kills. This is for win. Yeah! Fluffy wins with the Arty in tow. Well done, Fluffy. What a brilliant game by Fluffylilkitten of Reborn 2 in the Grille 15. It's a first ace tanker, and you can tell that because he got the scrolls underneath the M. You only get that the first time, and he has got it on this occasion. So we know it's his first ace. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually got 5, 1 short of getting a top gun, and 1/3 of the enemy team. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. He was in platoon with somebody else, and they both managed to get at least 3 kills. In fact, they got 9 kills between them. And on top of that, he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. What an absolutely brilliant game by Fluffy. This one should be on all of the channels, really, because it's such a good example of how good the Grille 15 can be under the right circumstances. And I think the enemy made a big mistake not targeting Fluffy while he was on top of the hill, right up on the duck, that area overlooking the battlefield in the center, because he did a huge amount of damage from up there. His win rate in the game, 14,887, which is super unicum and a lot more, which shows the skill employed in this game. Yes, Fluffy's come a long way from the guy whose finger was glued to the 2 button. In fact, now he uses the right ammo for the right cause, and he gets great effect with it. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage was 9,835, just short of getting 10,000 damage. Second highest damage in the game went to the Object 452K on his own team, who managed 5,160. And the third highest, well, that went to the Wizzy 111 5A, who stayed alive until the very end, but he got wiped out, and that gave them the win. 4,454 hit points of damage. We're a big shout out to the Object 261 because he managed to get a Brothers in Arms out of that game and a huge amount of damage as well. 3,206. Which is actually, well, there's 3 players on the enemy team ahead of him, 2 on his own, which means he's in 6th place on damage. When it came to kills, though, look at this. Fluffy got 5. 4 kills went to the Object 261. 3 kills went to the Object 452K on his own team, and on the enemy team, the only player who managed to get more than 2 kills, and that was their Jaegeru, and he got only 3. When it came to base XP, there was only 1 player who managed to get over 1,000 base, and of course, it was Fluffy. 1,304 went to him, 988 went to the Object 261, and 979 went to the Object 452K. And we can see that the other Heshbon, the one who's up there on the duck with us for so long, 2,147 hit points and 2 kills. Not a bad game for him as well. Let's have a look at the detail. He fired 20 rounds in the game, 18 direct hits on the enemy, 14 penetrations, 9,835 hit points, of which 7,470 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see it's a long-range shooter, but of course it can work close up, and it did when he killed the Wizzy 111 to win the game. He also got 2 hits received from the enemy, 2 penetrations. I'm afraid, yes, it was the Wizzy who actually managed to get that shot into him, which did a fair bit of damage. But of course, he had enough hit points to trade at that point in the game, and it paid off. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle. That was the enemy Arty. 10 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 were killed, 141 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he actually earned 107,068 credits from the game, and he got a 50,000 mission completion bonus in there. He got 7 bonds, and he also picked up 5,868 experience points as well. It's a superb game. That's a really good example, and it shows how far Fluffylilkitten has come from somebody who actually just carried on using the premium ammo regardless of what battle and what circumstances it was. Now he's a very economical player, because you can see that, and the fact that he made profit, huge profit, on a game like this. And of course, he showed his skill in the Grille 15. So congratulations to Fluffylilkitten for getting your first ace tanker in this tank destroyer. And I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing some more replays featuring your skill on this battlefield. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.